Yo, what's up, chat? Merry Christmas Eve. How are y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? Well, I got a little different type of video here. You know what I mean? I basically, I want to rate One Piece arc. So I just finished, like full time skip One Piece. And I gotta say, man, I used to be a D1 hater of this show. Like, I used to hate this show with a passion. Like, you can ask anybody, bro. I was like, about 1,300 episodes? You do not need that much to tell your story. But I watched Hunter x Hunter recently, and it made me, like, come to the conclusion, like, wait a minute. There's different types of stories, Like, there's, like, bigger paced stories where, like, characters or just world building and going on adventures and stuff like that. And I was like, I want more of Hunter x Hunter, and we're never gonna get to finish Hunter x Hunter, like, ever. It's never gonna happen. But I was like, let me watch One Piece, because I want more of Hunter x Hunter. So who knows, I might actually like this. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what kicks us off to the One Piece, world, we have Romance Dawn. I can't find it, but if I find it, I will put it wherever. Here it is. Romance Dawn. It's a classic. I honestly like it a lot. I think it's a good introduction. Kobe, everybody. I'm gonna put it in A. I feel like it's a solid A. You got the whole meeting Zoro, meeting Nami. You see, like, you get introduced to the fucking devil fruits, literally, like, as soon as, like, one of the first scenes. And I mean, it really just, I think it sets things up pretty good. And also the things with Shanks. Also, like, bro, One Piece flashbacks are peak. They're truly peak. Alright, then we got, what's the next arc? It's Orange Town. Orange Town, honestly, the whole, like, Nami's like, she hates all pirates, but Luffy's a different kind of pirate, and with the dog, easy B. Nothing much said to be about this, like, arc. I mean, Buggy's cool, but he's not really cool until later in the series, and even then he's still not really cool. He's just literally a comedy relief character, and that's about it. But anyways, that's where about Orange Town will go. Alright, then we have, what's next? We have, it's the Usopp one. It's Syrup Village. Honestly, this is C tier. I'm gonna put this in C tier. Honestly, I was hyped because I knew who the original like human like Straw Hat pirates were gonna be. I didn't know their names, but, like, I knew who they were, because I mean, this show is so iconic. And I was like, oh my god, that's Usopp, wow. And I was just, I was hyped to see him. He had a little funny shit and whatever, but, this just wasn't really it. Usopp's past wasn't really that interested in. It was just, a whatever arc, and it took forever. This arc felt like it took so long. And, yeah, I mean, it was... It was I feel like C tier is crazy. And then we have the Barati, or however you pronounce it. Actually, you know what? Let me not get too ahead of myself. B, Sanji's backstory carries, and the whole, like, Sanji being nonchalant, but, like, kind of opening up. And this is one thing that I genuinely took away from this arc was like, oh, hey, I'm a cook. I'm obligated to feed you no matter who you are. That is something that you could genuinely apply to real life. And I like that a lot. That was really good. Like, so that was such a good arc. But yeah, it was B. Alright, then we have, the Arlong arc. Where is that at? Arlong Park, baby. This is where people say, if you don't like Arlong Park, like, and if you're just been hating on One Piece, like, and you tried it, and just wait to get to Arlong, and if you don't like Arlong, then One Piece isn't for you. And I can see that. this arc had the potential to be low S tier, but sadly, Luffy was literally stuck underwater for like 5 episodes, and it was just so annoying. But anyways, now it was a Lugtown, bro. I see these types of videos and they always have Lugtown and like B, but I thought Lugtown was like a perfect concluding of East Blue. Like it brought all like the characters like that were together, and then like the lightning strike that happened to Luffy, Zoro, and the one girl. Like it was just so good. It was so good. I put it in A. I honestly like it. Well, I actually think here. Let me rearrange these. Dude, do I want Orangetown and Brody in the same? See, like, okay. Orangetown could be C. I'm gonna move this down here. Okay, I think that's better. But yeah, Lugtown, I thought it was good, and we're introduced to Luffy's dad, who we don't know at the time. I was so confused. The only spoiler that I knew going into this was Ace dying, and that was it. I knew Ace was gonna die, which I get that is like a killer, but I mean, this show's been out for like 20 years, so can't really get mad. Okay, then what do we have after Lugtown? Oh yeah, Reverse Mountain. The whole Laboon thing was cool, but I mean, it was really just an arc, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna have to I'll put it like there, because it was really just an arc. Like, I don't know, like it was cool, but it was alright. Then we have Whiskey Peak. Zoro was kind of badass in this, introduced to Vivi, Nico Robin introduction. I'll put this one in B. I feel like this is it could be high C. I'll put it in high C for now. I might change my mind. I'll put it in high C for now, because it was just, I don't know. It was alright. It wasn't horrible. No complaints really. Then we have the Little Garden after that. Hey man, I can't complain. Little Garden was pretty good, Like, we saw Vivi, her chemistry went really well with the group. Pretty tragic that she didn't end up becoming one of the Straw Hats, but whatever. But it honestly, no complaints. It was just good. The whole story between the two Viking people, I forgot what they're from, like Elbref or something like that. Usopp had good character development here. Wait, he didn't really have good character development, but he took good character lessons, and that was really good. And then we have, was Drum Island next? Introduction to Chopper. So I knew everyone from Chopper and down. That's who I knew who was going to be in the Straw Hats. I had no idea Frankie, Brooke, or Nico Robin were going to be there too. I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone, but I had no idea they were going to be there. But Drum Island, I'll put Drum Island in high B, because this was a good arc. Oh wait, okay, so highlights this arc: Luffy literally climbing a mountain to rescue Sanji and Nami. Like, that was so peak. That was so peak. And the whole Chopper backstory. Chopper has had the best backstory in all of One Piece at this moment. It was so good. Well, it wasn't even, Chopper didn't even make it good. It was the doctor. I forgot his name, but the doctor, dude, he carried so hard, and his death was genuinely like, oh my god. Like, okay, the Arlong Park. So Nami, I would say, was second. No. I have Sanji's at second and Nami's at third, because it was just, I don't know. Like, I would say Arlong's peak. Damn, I don't know. Nah, the help me, like the Luffy help me is still better. Okay. And after Drum Island, are we straight off to Alabasta? I think we are, right? Yeah. Okay, so Alabasta. I mean, what else can I say? Introduction to Ace, one of the 7 warlords. I mean, did we know Hawkeye, Mihawk, was part of the 7 warlords at the time of the Variety or whatever arc? I don't know if we did. But anyways, I thought Crocodile was a pretty badass, to be honest, but Luffy came out on top. But Ace, I didn't actually know Ace was gonna die until after I saw Alabasta. I got spoiled after, which that low-key was a bummer. I can't lie, I was low-key bummed out when I got spoiled, but it's whatever. All right. Then after Alabasta, was it Jaya? I think it was. And if it was Jaya, I have no complaints. I thought it was so good, especially Luffy no diffing whatever that blonde dude's name was. And I'm pretty sure Doflamingo was introduced. He wasn't introduced in this one. Oh, wait. Jaya was, that also had, like, that one episode with Shanks in all of them. Yeah, I thought that was okay. Yeah, no, Jaya. Yeah, Jaya was pretty good. I really enjoyed Jaya a lot. It was just, man, something about it was just crazy. Like, and the introduction of Blackbeard. I didn't know he was Blackbeard at the time, but I did see that scene. What was like the cherry pie scene. I did see that before watching One Piece, and I was like, oh my god, that's the scene. And it was really good. It was really good. Okay, and then Skypiea. I don't get the hype behind this arc. I was so bored. This arc took me the longest to finish out of all my One Piece watching so far. It just took me so long, and I was just so annoyed. I didn't think NL was anything special, and we did learn that. It was cool to learn that, like the I forgot what they call it, but like hockey was what they used in Skypiea. What did they call it? I forgot, but I'm not gonna lie. I have like Skypiea probably right there. I'll put it above Whiskey Peak. I don't see the hype behind this arc at all. Okay, after Skypiea, was it the Foxy Pirates arc? Or what was after Skypiea? I think it was Foxy Pirates, right? Yeah, it had to be. Okay, Foxy Pirates. I think we all know where this is going. Like, literally, bro, I thought this was filler, but I looked it up and it wasn't, so. I mean, Afro Luffy was cool. And then you had the ice dude, a Kiji or a Kaiji or whatever his name is. And, it was cool. But there's not really anything else I can say about it. Alright. Then Water 7. This is one of the big dogs, bro. The Luffy verse fucking Usopp, bro. That shit was so peak to watch. That was so peak. Like, that was so good. That was done perfectly. And I got no complaints. And then another banger. Right after it, you had Enies Lobby. Like, what the hell? They put back-to-back bangers. And then post Enies Lobby. Hella lore drop here. Putting this right there. That was crazy. Because going into this, I thought Gold D. Roger was Luffy's dad, but that seemed too obvious, so I was like, this is way too obvious. He can't be Luffy's dad or Luffy's grandpa. But then boom, Garp was Luffy's grandpa, and then they proceeded to drop Luffy's dad was the fucking criminal dude. I forget, Monkey D. Dragon. And I was just like, wow, that was something. And I still had hope that Goldie Roger was part of Luffy's family somehow. Cause, bro, I saw a TikTok it was like a like him. Like, do I look like? It was like that. And it was like Luffy and Goldie Roger. And I thought I got spoiled. Because I thought, like, oh, okay, this means it's his dad or something. But it wasn't. So, okay. Post in his lobby. Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark. What am I doing? I know where Thriller Bark goes. Thriller Bark as a whole is alright, but like the last 5 episodes or whatever, when we get introduced to the other 7 warlord, I forgot his name. Kuma, right? Kuma. And he just, like, in Zoro, like, no, nothing happened. That was so peak. And like seeing like Sanji, like Loki, like he like obviously they all care about each other, but like Sanji actually showing it, like that was so good. That was perfect. Okay, then we have, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my best. Salba Duty RG Pleligo. No idea, but anyways, we know where this is going. That was peak. That was peak. Like, oh my god, it was just the ending of the arc. It was so good, dude. It was so good. It was so good. Like, oh my god, seeing Luffy break down and cry felt so real. Like, the way he was headbutting the ground, hitting his fist, it felt genuinely so real. It was amazing. Okay, then we have Amazon Lily. I gotta be honest, I'm putting that right behind Thriller Bark. Like, seeing Luffy use the Conqueror's Haki for the first time, I was like, god damn. And, you know, my boy Luffy bagged the baddest bitch in this fucking anime. And that's hype as hell. That is so hype. Like, I was like, good for bro. Genuinely good for bro. Alright. And then here we got some bangers. We got some bangers right here. Impel Down. Low key. I'm gonna put it in S tier, but I don't think it's Water 7 or Enies Lobby good, to be honest. It's good, but it really just sets up the Marineford arc. And the best part of this arc, I think, okay, first of all, we have to go MVP of this arc, Mr. 2, Bond. Oh my god. So peak. What a fucking peak, dude. I don't know if he's alive or not. I know, like, they made it seem like he was dead. And, I mean, I'm just gonna have to believe that he's dead. And what a goat. What a genuine goat. They better build a statue of him in the transvestite fucking island. They better do it. I better see that. Okay. And Marineford. I mean, where else can this go? I mean, come on. Like, are we being FFR right now? Like, this was genuinely perfect. I never was once bored at all in this arc. This arc had so many peaks. This is the best war arc I have ever seen done in a show ever. And like the Naruto war arc, is it the 6th Great Ninja War, or the 7th, or the 4th, whatever, the last arc of Naruto. I'm not a fan of it, but this is how you do a war arc. This is literally how you do a war arc. It was so good. It was perfect. The whole Garp. I know Garp gets a lot of hate, but Garp's one of my favorite characters. Like, genuinely. That was, like, actually made me teary-eye, the whole Garp and Ace thing. And then, you know, you got Ace's death, which was just so sad. The fact that Ace literally didn't have to die, but he did, made it feel so real. And it's not like this is the final arc of the series. You have to go another 500 episodes, and you're never going to see this character ever again. It was literally, they made it feel like his death was real. And they did it so well. They did it just so well. It was perfect. It was literally perfect. Like, no complaints. And then post-war, introduction to Sabo. I remember Ace said something about Sabo, like, in Marineford, and I was like, who is that? But now we know. And you got Luffy's breakdown, and this is just going right into time skip. 3 days, 2 years, you know. But if I were to rank this, it'd definitely be an A tier. But it's somewhere right here. I don't know if it's better than Amazon. Yeah, I'm gonna put it better than Amazon, really. I think that was just perfect. I think it was just so, I mean, that was a good way. I am not a fan of time skips. I'm not gonna lie, and I did know there was a time skip going into One Piece. I didn't know when it happened, and I was like praying. I was like, wait, no way the time skip is after this. Like, after when I was watching Marineford, I was like, please don't be, because I hate time skips. I think it misses out on so much of the character. But this time skip wasn't done badly at all. I thought originally that time skip was just going to be a time skip, and like we were going to miss out on a bunch of the Straw Hats Cruise adventures and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to see that. But no, it was done really well, and no complaints, really. I have no complaints. So yeah, this is my tier list of, One Piece so far. I'm at the I think this is considered like the halfway point, or my pre-time skip review. Obviously, I'll have a after time skip review, post time skip review, when I get done with it, when I get caught up. But yeah, honestly, no complaints. I was very wrong about One Piece. Like, I was super wrong. I was just talking shit without knowing anything about it. And I mean, yeah, what can I say? I was simply just wrong. And I'm sorry for being a hater without actually giving it a chance. So yeah, guys. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching.